Hello, today I'm going to go through how to input a bunch of images into Photoshop, align them, stack them up, and then make sure that you take the sharpest parts of each image and combine them into a new whole. So I took a few pictures earlier today with my telescope of the Willis Tower, and right now I'm going to go through, I'm going to align them, and then I'm going to turn them into a whole new nice one. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go to File to Scripts, and then we're going to go and select Load Files into Stack. I'm going to use a folder. I'm going to browse, and I named this on my desktop. It was called Photoshop Import, and it has all these JPEGs of images that are in here. So I'm going to load them in. I'm going to see, okay, they're all there. I'm going to attempt to automatically align them, and I'm going to press OK. It's going to do its thing. All these are going to come in. They're going to load in, and it's going to make a new Photoshop project, I guess, image. And so once this is done, it's aligning now. You can see that. It's going through all the image layers. This shouldn't take too long. But yeah, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to crop each individual image. I took these with a tripod, so they should be all pretty much stacked the same way. But what you have to do is you have to make sure that there is, and also the program aligned them, but you have to make sure that there are enough spots that the computer can identify as individual like markings, right? So if you have all this black space, the computer can't differentiate and like align the computer and align the images and make sure that they stack up correctly. So what we have to do is we have to crop out. I'm just going to use like the crop function here, and I'm just going to crop out all that black space. That's just like the aperture of the lens and stuff, so that I'm left with pretty much just the window. How does that look? Okay, that looks pretty good, and that's good enough. Now I think that I'm going to select all of the layers down here on the bottom left. And once you have them all cropped, you might have to do them individually, especially if like the stuff is off center a little bit. But I'm going to go up to Edit, and then I'm going to Auto Blend Layers. I'm going to do Stack Images, Seamless Tones and Colors. I'm going to hit OK, and then this should take a little while. I am going to cut, and I'll be back when it is done. Alright, so it looks like we're done here, and we can see that every single one of these images, a little more of it was taken, and as we go by and hide, these images one by one, we can see that the program went through and it found, the sharpest, clearest parts of each image, and refined them down to finally what is this image that we see before us right now. Yeah, so this is what I use when I take lots of pictures of stuff at night or during the day or whenever I'm looking at it. I use a tripod, and I use this image stacking and editing, and usually it comes out pretty good like this. So yeah, give it a try. If you have any questions, ask in the comments. But this is just the process that I use, and I find it works pretty well.